This exercise has a few tricky parts and a few easy parts. It focuses on turnbacks and related distances on a curve. If you put it up, it can be a good jump for advanced riders and horses. But if you keep it really small, it can be a good challenge for novice riders as well. I always steer towards small and slightly technical tracks rather than big easy tracks for novice riders. That way, if you make a mistake, your horse can easily help you out, but you're still learning to negotiate technical questions. Anyway, that's my take on it. You can decide for yourself. Okay, so let's move on to the setup. The hardest part of this setup is making sure that you can do all the turns properly and that the jumps don't get in the way of the paths you need to take. So lay all the poles out first and imagine how you would ride the track, and if necessary, you can move them around a bit and then build the jumps. So we start off with this little gymnastic down the bottom long side of your arena. You want the oxer to be roughly in the middle of the long side of the arena. And these are the measurements. So the distance between the two bounce cavalettes is 3 paces. And then it's 11 paces from the last cavalette to the oxer for 2 strides. Then 4 strides away on a curve, you set up this vertical. Make sure it's at an angle so that you can do this turn. It measures the standard 20 paces for 4 strides. Then you set up an oxer next to the vertical at an angle like this. And 24 paces away on a curve, you set up this vertical for a 5 stride related distance on a curve. Next, you set up this double combination at an angle like so. Make sure that you can get a nice ride to it from this side. So it's a vertical to an oxer and they're 8 paces apart for a 1 stride double combination. And finally, you set up this vertical 24 paces away on a curve for a 5 stride related distance on a curve. And that's it, you're all set up and ready to go. Don't forget, the link to the JPEG of a course plan is in the description below. Much easier to set up off your phone that way. Firstly, the line from the gymnastic to the vertical on the curve. It's really easy to overshoot your line here, which will make the line ride way too long. So make sure you're really sharp about getting onto your line to the vertical. So over the oxer, you need to think left, look left, and turn left as soon as you land, and it should ride fine. And then the turn to the double combination. It's not a super technical turn as such, but because it's to a double combination, we tend to put a little more pressure on ourselves and overthink our approach to it. If it was just to a vertical, it wouldn't have made it to the pressure points list. But in actual fact, that's exactly what it is. You are actually only riding to a vertical. You never ride to the whole combination, only to the first jump. So put the combination out of your mind, focus only on the vertical, and the combination will take care of itself. If you're a novice rider and not ready to tackle a combination yet, you can take the vertical away and just have the oxer. And lastly, staying with a combination, a related distance after a combination usually rides short. So be prepared for this. You'll need to sit up early, keep your shoulders back and get ready to shorten your horse's stride if need be. Awesome, you made it to the end. So you're the type of person that will really enjoy this channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and I'll keep the videos coming.